Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be looking at Harmony One, whose current price stands at the $0.01698 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by negative 1.95%. And in this video I want to give the key scenarios that can play out on this chart, and I'll be basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's. I will also try to show you some of the patterns that I have on this chart to try and know and have an idea of the next move that can play out on this chart. So I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening. So from the all-time high, we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC correction, and the ABC correction has now taken us to around the $0.168 mark. And in that move to the lower side, we had a channel over here which is down here. We had been ranging within this channel, then we had a breakout to the lower side, and that took us to around the $0.16 mark. And at this area we have formed an area of support at around the $0.16 mark. That is the area here. We have formed an area of support because we have touched that area twice, and that would mean if we go to a lower time frame, maybe we have a formation of a double bottom. So on the 4-hour chart, this is how it looks, and I believe in this ABC correction, Harmony One might have done whatever it needed to do in its ABC correction, and soon we might see a nice bounce to the upper side, and in that move we might go back to an all-time high. But for that to happen, I expect to see increased volume in the market and also higher prices on the Bitcoin chart, because I believe Harmony One has not decoupled from what Bitcoin is doing. And here on the 4-hour chart you can see that at the moment we have support on this area down here, and also support on the 9-day MA. And some of the key scenarios that can play out over here are that if we try and look at this chart clearly, you can see how we have a formation of something like a double bottom. Because we have been moving from the upper side, we came down impulsively, then had a bit of a recovery to the upper side, then to the lower side, touching that area of support once more, and now we are trying to have a bit of a recovery to the upper side. So if we continue pushing to the upper side and we make a higher high above this high at around the $0.19 mark, it's possible that this would be a double bottom. And the next thing that I'll expect is that we break out to the upper side, and the targets for that breakout to be the neckline of this double bottom, which is to that point. So if I take that height and place it above the $0.19 mark, that shows us that this breakout to the upper side can take us to around the $0.02 mark. So that's a very likely move to the upper side, and I'll be waiting to see whether this will play out, and I'll also keep you updated. Also, basing on the areas of support, it's possible that now that we have seen this area acting as support, maybe we might continue pushing to the upper side, and that move can take us to around the $0.022 mark. And once we go to that area, which is an area of resistance, it's possible that once we reach that area, we retest and then continue pushing to the upper side. That's a possible move to the upper side. It's also possible that the market will not continue pushing higher and continue giving us lower lows, and that would mean we might go to the lower side and lose this key area of support that we have at around the $0.016 mark. And once we lose that key area of support, that would mean even lower prices on the Harmony One chart, and that move can take us to around the $0.013 mark, and that would be the worst case scenario for Harmony 1. And from there, maybe we might have a bit of we might find support at that area and then bounce to the upper side, or we can continue pushing to the lower side. And if I look at the RSI, on the RSI we are trading at around the 37 mark on the 4-hour chart, and that would mean we have room for that potential breakout of the double bottom to the upper side. On the MACD we don't have anything. If I also go back to the daily chart to have a look at the indicators, on the RSI you can see we are massively oversold, and that means we have room for us to continue pushing to the upper side on the RSI. So if that breakout to the upper side on the 4-hour chart, that is the double bottom pattern, plays out, we have room also on the daily chart to support that move to the upper side. So that is the update for Harmony 1, and if anything plays out on this chart, I'll keep you updated.